We're going to clean the radiators of 99 Porsche. So we pop out the side marker light. It's got a little metal clip. You may need to stick a screwdriver behind it. And then there's a rivet, a plastic rivet. Hit it with some lubricant to make that slider, plunger slide in and out easier, and it'll work a lot better, especially when you have to put it back in. But yeah, you can see I didn't know that at the time. But lubricate it first. Now, once you have the side marker light out, there's a screw at the front edge of the side marker area. It's just a Phillips head screw. Now, the tricky one is behind or underneath the side marker panel. So you need to pop out the wheel well liner. You can make more room by turning the wheels all the way to the left or right to give yourself some room to work. So it's a little tricky getting it unhooked from the lip, and there was one rivet that ended up popping out as I pulled it out, so you may need to take that out. Then it's a Phillips head screw as well inside, so it takes a little bit of touch to get your screwdriver slotted up. As you can see, it was not the slickest maneuver I made. And then I used one hand to hold it in place, the other hand to turn the screwdriver. And that will probably be the hardest maneuver of this whole process. So once you have the side markers done, you can open the trunk, and we remove that plastic guard around the front edge of the trunk. These are, you'll need a flathead screwdriver, and these aren't screws, they're just little notched key things. So you just turn them so that the slot is parallel with the front of the car, and they should pop out. Found it was easier to do the sides first and then come back to the middle so you can work it around the bumper clip or hood clip. I didn't know that as I was doing it, but that's what I found after the fact. Here you can see the little keys on the edge of the inserts. I've got two more Phillips head screws underneath that. Now we move to the bottom. You'll need if you didn't jack up the car, you're going to need a short screwdriver for these, short Phillips head. And you might note which of your slots have screws and which don't, because not all mine were there. But once you get those off, you just kind of lift up and out on the bumper and it slides right off. It's also a good time once you get it off to take the black plastic inserts out and hit those with a little black bumper spray, because they tend to turn white as they age and lose their coloring. Now we have the air ducts still covering the radiators. There's 5 screws that hold these in. They're Torx screws. There's 2 on the outside edge that are really easy to see, and then there's 2 on the inside left edge, kind of inside the scoop, and then 1 more up there above the scoop on the top edge of it. And so right there you can see why it's important to take these off and clean the radiator instead of just cleaning under it, because so much crap gets in there. So there's 2 more Torx screws holding the condenser on. Once you get those out, you can just kind of wiggle it out of the bracket and lean it forward, and you can clean all the crud in between. can see if you leave that in there, it tends to rust and really ruin your airflow, mess up your radiators. So there you have it. Clean radiators.